The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to the February 24th, the magical Monday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. And let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. Now, the easiest way to do that, well, it's to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I at just past 11 o'clock in the morning. I do want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But even more important than that, and that's this, during this next 53 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to send me an email. Send it off to steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question. Of course, if you're inside our Tiger's Den, well, then any and every ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on magical, magnificent Monday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Well, we begin our day here with a bit of a mixed bag. You got the Dow trade up 79 points. S&P's up 13. NASDAQ 100 down 146. Russell's down 15. Tranches are up 22 points. Semis are up 66. New York Stock Exchange is down 38. You had gold that is up $5. Silver's off 38 cents. Light sweet crude is up 36 pennies. And natural gas is down 18 cents. We've got the chart for natural gas on my screen right now. We can see the TD9 count top that is present for its daily time frame. That's your upper left-hand chart. We can see on a weekly basis, price negated a TD9 count top last week. What does that mean? That means that we're likely to see higher price once the daily chart is done doing its deal. And it may be done. So we have a new profile that formed below price. When it did form, the top of that profile is 389. That's what it's testing right now. That's also its green oscillator and change line out there. So if this level holds, and I don't know whether it will or it won't, I don't have a real clear signal. Well, I'll tell you the signal I have from the 30-minute chart right now, which is nothing more than a profile change in trend. So that, but I prefer to have an A to B equals CD. I prefer to have something else out there, but you do have a profile change in trend for that time frame. So it does say this could be the bottom out there. And the monthly chart looks very good because we're trading above profile resistance down at 328 out there. So let's go down with natural gas in essence. I see a number of other 9-count signals out here. Let's take a quick peek at those. They got the utility sector. It looks like that's going to complete. Now, it doesn't look like it. It's going to complete a TD9 count topping pattern today. We'll see bar number 9 was Friday's bar out there, and you have a new profile that is formed. Here you do have price that's also testing support. That's the green oscillator and change line, and a slight buy zone between 79.02, so it's a very narrow profile. 79.02 to 79.53 would be the buy zone. Resistance up at 80.28 out there. On a weekly basis, you have price that has run right up into its oscillator and change line, so that's a stiff resistance area out here. When I say the XLU is a bottom right now, say more likely not, and that we see a pullback towards that 79.02 level. The XLP, we took a look at that last week. That has a completed TD9 count topping pattern. I believe that it is likely going to, it would get negated today with a close above Friday's high. We're trading above that as we speak right now. So the price level you want to be watching at day's end is 82.25. If price closes above that, the XLP is likely to rally further. Great British Pound, US dollar. It looks like it's going to go ahead and form a TD9 count top today, complete that pattern tomorrow for its daily time frame. So let's open up the chart, see what they're communicating to us. Momentarily, you'll see the daily chart get populated. So you get a TD9 count that in fact will form today so long as price closes above 1.2610 or 1.2616 right now. So that's the level to be watching there, whether it forms that TD9 count top or not. That's the Great British Pound. We've got Apple. Apple trading up $1.50 right now, 247.05. It's going to go ahead and form bar 9 today of a TD9 count, and that requires a close above bar number 5. So as long as Apple today closes above, and I'll get to bar number 5 momentarily, the price point of 244.47. You have a TD9 count top that's present, and this pattern will go ahead and complete tomorrow. That would suggest that Apple would begin to pull back towards 240.72. That is the daily oscillator and change line. On a weekly basis, I see a Rhodes momentum indicator top with price consolidating right now with inside its weekly profile on a TD9 count top that's going to go ahead and complete this month on a monthly time frame. So that's what we've got in Apple. See if there's any other no other TD9 count-ish type patterns that we've got out there. As long as we've got a couple of minutes, though, let's take a look at these top 8 instruments inside the NDX. Let's look at NVIDIA. Not a request that's come in yet, but I know that it will. So let's take a look at it. NVIDIA right now is trading below profile support. It's got a TD9 count top. And they closed today below profile support, 133.39, and also below 133.37, this oscillator and change line. Closing below those two things would suggest a pullback to support, the next level of support. And that would be its breakout area at 120.76. So that's what's going on. We take a look at NVIDIA. Apple we've covered. Microsoft trading down $4.58 out here, trading out at 403. Microsoft on a daily time frame, I don't see any kind of a bottom signal. Let me open up the daily chart up here, see what kind of A to B equals CD pattern or anything that I see out here. So we'll try to open this up here momentarily. It's all the other time frame charts are. Yeah, so you've got an A to B equals CD pattern to the downside. We can all visually see this. What that suggests is that in order for Microsoft to generate some kind of bottom signal, you need to see a bullish reversal candle. Now, Microsoft is trading into a TD9 count bottom pattern all the way back in August of 2024. That had volume of 40 million shares. So far, almost 2 hours of trading here at 8 million shares. So it's going to come in much lighter in volume standpoint. A rejection of that swing point would require a close today above 401.04. We're at 403.35 out there. That is Microsoft. Let's take a look at Avgo. If we take a look at this, you're trading out at 212. It's down about $6. It's trading into the center of its profile. This can be an area of support. It's also its breakout level from its TD9 count. That's at 213.51. So close today below 213.51 would increase the odds of a move to 201.57. That would be the bottom of its daily profile out there. What else we have? We've got Cisco. Trading out 46 cents, trading out at 63.52. Let's see if we've got any kind of signals here. It looks like it wants to pull back to at least test the top of its profile. That's at 63.25. So this forms a new profile. And that doesn't go below. So right now support is going to be the top of that profile. If I didn't give you that number, let me make sure I do. This is going to be the first area of support out here. That's at 63.25. Let's take a look at AMD out here real quickly. I don't think we'll get to this before the break, but you'll see it on my screen. Right now we've got AMD suggesting wants to test its swing point for back on February the 5th out there. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back. We were taking a look at AMD before we went to that break. I mentioned prices trading into its Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom swing point from February the 5th. The volume there was 110 million shares. A couple hours of trading so far. We've only done 10 million shares. So pulling back into that area with light volume doesn't mean it's a buy or anything. It still needs to test and reject that swing point, either close above its high, 112.09, or a test of the low, 106.50, and then closes back above it with less than 110 million shares out there. Let's finish these off. On the, well, where did I put them? Here we've got Adobe on just the top 8 inside the NDX 100. If you take a look at Adobe, it's down 53 cents, trading out of 443. It's trading below profile and a oscillator change line for its daily time frame. That suggests a move back to 418. That would be its breakout level. That's a daily time frame. And we'll take finally take a look at Qualcomm to finish out the top 8 inside the NDX 100. Qualcomm trading out at 164.50. It's within inside its profile. It's actually testing profile support. It has a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top, and you've got support both at 162.67 and below that at 161.28. So trying to form a bottom here. I don't have a signal on a 30-minute time frame that hasn't folded at least just yet. So that's the top 8 inside of the NDX 100. Let's begin. Take a look at the requests that have come in. The first one coming in this morning from Matt, who I'd like to take a look at CFLT. So we look at CFLT. Let's just start with the monthly time frame. We see simply a consolidation with inside its profile. That's between the range of 2201 to 3909. So longer term, consolidation. Intermediate term, last week generated a bearish engulfing candle. Is that important? Well, it confirmed a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. The price right now is testing a key level of support. It's only Monday. It's a weekly chart. The question is, as the week goes by, does price hold this level? This level is $30.16. We're trading slightly below it. If we close below the oscillator change line, it favors a move back to its breakout level. That would be between 25.98 and 27.14. On a daily time frame chart, price is back inside its profile, or attempting to get back inside it, and that's at 30.51. That's the top of it. Price is actually testing this morning the level where a counter trend rally to the downside, counter trend move to the downside. How can it be a counter trend rally to the downside? hello, Stevie, a counter trend move to the downside would come to an end. And that is at the center of its bearish structured daily profile, which price traded above for well more than 2 consecutive sessions out here. So it's possible that CFLT has formed a bottom. Now, price closed below 29.45. That call is off, and you likely see a move back to 27.85, even 26.79. So it's the weekly chart that's the only one that's got the topping pattern out here, and it's testing an area of support, actually trading just below it. And you've got the daily, trading at 29.45 level. So I'd watch that 29.45 kind of like a hawk here. And certainly if price closed back above 30.51, that could be signaling that CFLT has put in a bottom. So I hope that helps you out, Matt. As always, thanks so much for your requests. Let's take a look at some requests from Rose in the Tiger's Den. Rose wants to take a look at ticker symbol EL. So we take a look at EL here right now. What we can see is prices trade above the top of its daily profile, Rose. That top of that profile is at 72.71. It closed above 72.71 today and tomorrow would generate a profile change in trend and suggest that price goes to target that gap. The gap runs from a range of at the high would be down at the 80.82 level, and the low of the gap is at the 77.11 area. So it looks like that's where price wants to run for ticker symbol EL. On a weekly time frame, what you're dealing with here is profile resistance, and that is at 74.64. So it's really the 74.64 level that you need to see price start trading above to suggest it really wants to go tackle that gap on that daily time frame. And finally, on a monthly basis, you can see that price ran in resistance at that oscillator and change line. Rose, that's really the level. If you're looking to get into this, and it's for a long period of time, it's a long-term trade out here, I just want you to be cognizant of the mere fact that since January 2022, prices closed, with the exception of one period of time where it's just a slight close above it, it's oscillator unchanged line out there. So it's really going to be a close above that would really get you loving the charts, if you will, for ticker symbol EL. So I hope that helps you out with regard to that. You also wanted to take a look at ticker symbol NVO. So let's pull that one open. NVO right now is trading at 89.48. This has a daily profile change in trend, but it also has a daily TD9 count bottom. It is a daily Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom. Doesn't matter how many bottoms you have. Right now, price is trading above profile resistance. That says higher price. Now, your question should be, okay, Stevie, higher price to where? That question is pretty easy because it's trading with inside a sell zone based upon the weekly profile. And so that next price target is 91.91, the top of the sell zone. The sell zone is between 88.48 and 91.91. The monthly chart has pulled back last month, this month, testing and rejecting breakout support. TD9 count breakout support at 78.19. So that's looking good. You'd love to see this trade and close above last month's high. Last month's high is at 89.97 out there. So if you can close above 91.91, I say it's off to the races. This also is dealing with a fairly large gap to the downside. The top of the gap would be the low of the trading session from December 19th, and that's at the area of 102.74. So everything here looking pretty good, but you're in that sell zone on that weekly time frame chart, and that's the area for you to be able to watch. Hope that helps you out. John inside the Tiger's Den wants to take a look at Tesla. TSLA is the ticker symbol. We've got Tesla that is trading out right now at 331.67. What John was looking for was support. Well, the bottom of its daily profile is basically where we are trading right now. Well, that is 331.99. We're at 331. Well, we just went to, 332. How about that? Price is testing, though, a swing point. That's a swing point from February 11th. That swing generated volume of 118 million shares. In less than 2 hours of trading, we're down with 39 million shares. Let's call it 40. Let's multiply times 3. That's 120 million shares going into 118. So it says that we are testing that swing point with similar, maybe a bit more volume out there. That would suggest, John, that first of all, the level of support, I gave you profile level of support. You've also got, I was going to say, swing point support. So that's down at 325.10. But because we're testing that, what looks like with volume, I don't know what it will be at day's end. If it is with volume, it increases the odds of another test of that low. If it's lighter on volume, then you've got to test rejection of that swing point on lighter volume. You can't bust them up. Price will try to bust them to the upside. Can't bust them down. Price will try to bust them to the upside. Where's the upside? It's between 352.51, 359.55, and 366.44. The weekly time frame chart for Tesla is testing support. It's bullish structured buy zone, 327 to 345. And on the monthly time frame chart, you're asking where is support? The first level of support around 303.47, around because that is the monthly oscillator unchanged line out there. So that's what's going on. We take a look at Tesla. John, hope I gave the information that you were looking for. Rose got back to us and would like to take a look at ticker symbol SYM. SYM in looking for a buy point. Oh, nope, that wasn't it. What the heck happened to SYM? Here we go. Here's SYM. We take a look at it. This looks like may have formed an A to B equals CD pattern on the downside. Here's what we're going to do with SYM, Rose. We're going to look at it when we come back from this break. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. Steve at TFNN.com. It's where you can send me your questions. Happy to take a look at whatever it is you'd like to look at.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, reversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs, trade wars, analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento over the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The dates for this month are February 14th and 28th, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Trader's Edge is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Welcome back, folks. We're looking at ticker symbol SYM. SYM, if we can see this thing gap down fairly large back on November the 27th. And it did with 21 million shares. And prices trading into that swing point right now, Rose. It's doing it with much lighter volume, 820,000 shares. So it's maybe, 2.5, 3 million share day as it's coming into big volume there. No bottom signal. Now, there is an A to B equals CD pattern that I've drawn in here, and a bullish reversal candle would identify a bottom. What you really like is you want to see price reject this swing point. That's either close above the high. Now, you closed inside this on Friday. Friday's volume, by the way, on this was 1.6 million shares. So, again, light volume, a little bit more today than you had on Friday, at least at this moment in time. So you're still light volume. What you need is to see a test rejection of 21.78, or you simply need to see price close back above 25.47 to give you a sort of all clear signal. You'd like to also see a bullish reversal candle to give you a confirmed by the D point pattern. The weekly chart here says caution. Now, on a weekly basis, the swing point that you're dealing with is December 20th. It could be a couple of different spots out here. So let's just stick with right now. You're trading below profile support, and that's not good news out there. And on a monthly time frame, you're consolidating with inside its profile. So right now, it's all about the daily. The daily's in an A to B equals CD pattern to the downside, and you're trading inside that swing point. So that's about the best. You're looking for a buy point. We don't have that yet. So bullish reversal candle would be the first potential signal of that. If you see that, Rose, let's take a look at the SYM again. So hope that helps you out. As always, thanks so much for your requests. LB wants to take a look at PPTA. His question is this a bottom? Well, what it is, it's a TD9 count bottom. That bottom pattern completes today. Today's low so far out here is $7.81. If price were to close below, let's say that today's low holds up. If price were to close below this tomorrow, the next day, it negates that pattern, tells you we've got lower price to go. And this is a period of caution. The reason it's a period of caution is because we closed below its bullish structured weekly profile last week. We have a profile change in trend. That is suggesting lower price. Lower price to where? Excellent question. And it is an excellent question. When I look at the monthly time frame chart, we can see a TD9 count top that's present with price trading below its green oscillator and change line. As long as it remains below 841, a further retracement is likely out there. We'd have to do some retracement levels and so forth. Areas of physical areas that we've got that are identified would be 402, 269. I'm not going there. But right now, your specific question, LB, is has this formed a bottom? And the answer is it will complete that TD9 count bottom pattern today. And that would then suggest, at a minimum, that would suggest a rally towards its oscillator and change line, currently printed out at 10.09. So that's what we see when we take a look at PPTA out there. Nicholas wrote in, he wants to take a look at Google. Was Steve be able to? Did I just totally blow that? I think I did. Well, that's okay. So we'll unblow it. Let's get Google's charts here fired up on my screen. Must have been lollygagging, daydreaming out there. Daydream about a great concert. And so I had to get the chance to go see Marion Meadows on a Saturday night. He is one great. He plays the clarinet. He is one great clarinet player out there, that's for sure. So always good to take in some good music out there. Now we've got the Google charts out here. And Nicholas is asking, is this a bottom? No, it's not. Now, Nicholas pointed out Google is stronger than some of the other NASDAQ stocks. And the reason it's stronger is it hasn't taken out yesterday's low. But still no bottom signal here. Inside, we're trading below profile support. We closed below that on Friday, it being 186.14 out there. So you've got a profile change in trend, a Rhodes momentum indicator top because of that gap to the downside. We're back inside the weekly profile. The daily price target would be down at 168.75. That's its TD9 count breakout level. The weekly price target, and it does have a sell the D point top, is at its buy zone between 169.07 and 172.82, and we'll get there if the monthly chart continues or trades a bit lower. Right now, you've got a Rhodes momentum indicator top that appears to be forming, and we have price that's sitting right on its oscillator and change line. 183.64 is the number, or at 182.88. So you're at well, you need to see this level here really fail. How would you know if it would fail? I'd say start moving below last week's low out there, which would basically be Friday's low. So that, you identified that, Nicholas. That's good. 181.13. I think you need to keep watching that low, but a close below that is going to suggest lower price, and that gets us back towards 168.75, 169.07, 172.82 or so out there. Looks like this may be number one as far as months to the downside. For Google, maybe it's getting ready for a 2-month move to the downside. You can see coming off of coming off its November 2022 lows out here, there have only been two retracements that were two knee-jerk. The only retracements were two-bar knee-jerk reactions. Don't worry, I'm working on my grammar out there, and eventually I'll have it figured out. So, Nicholas, I hope that helped you out with regard to Google. That takes care of all the requests that I've got out here. So let's just take a look at what's going on inside the equity futures intraday-wise. Let's take a look at what pops up first. The Dow equity future contract. So I had mentioned that the Dow equity future contract, when we opened, did not have any kind of bottom. The only bottom pattern it had were intraday bottom signals out here. If you look at the daily time frame, what I meant by that here, I'll just open up the daily chart first. So you can see the next area of support on it would be its TD9 count breakout level. But there's retracement. So if we take a look at the retracement, let's put it the Ninja Trader's retracement tool. Not my favorite retracement tool, but it works. We can make it work. Steve, you just got to find it. It's right in front of me. Fibonacci retracements. There we go. So let's go from the low, swing point of November 13th, up to the high out here. It looks like the day of January 31st. And we can see that the 0.618 level is down at about 43,203. So we're not near any kind of a bottom type signal out here on the daily time frame, but we did get a TD9 count bottom pattern on the 10-minute chart. Price right now is likely going to go target the top of its profile or TD9 count breakdown resistance area. That would be between 43,737 and 43,758. You also have the 60-minute time frame that was testing and has rejected its TD9 count bottom out there. This is suggesting, now this is a profile formed above price, so this is suggesting this is where a counter trend move comes to an end, and that's at 43,672. If you see it close above 43,672, I would prepare for price to likely target the 43,760, 43,825 level. 30-minute time frame chart has held support at its breakout level. That's at 43,510 out there. So that's what's going on. We take a look at the Dow equity future contract. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times the daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Welcome back, folks. Next 3 requests out here. First one being Amazon. Amazon on Friday closed below its breakout level. That was at 220.31. We're trading below Friday's low out there. That suggests lower prices coming at us. I don't have a pattern. We're in bar number 6 on Amazon. TD9 count could form between Wednesday and Friday of this week for its daily time frame. The weekly chart has a wave number 7. That's the letter G top out there. Price closed below profile support on Friday. That's not a good thing. That suggests that price could pull all the way back to its breakout level. That's at 185.23. Where's the next downside target? I would say 203.94. 203.94-ish is its monthly oscillator and change line out there. So that's the next likely level of support on a further decline in Amazon. And that looks like what we have. Now, today is going to become day number 6 of consecutive moves lower out there. So this ought to get, at some point here, a little bit, a two-day knee-jerk reaction type of rally out there. But Amazon looks like it does want lower price out there. Dunk, hope that helps you out. Piper wanted to take a look at BBAI. BBAI is right now testing profile support for its daily time frame. $6.15 is the number. This has a TD9 count top. It's possible that it's bottoming right here at this 615 level. The weekly time frame chart does not have a top. Price has support at 571 to 585. Monthly chart looks nice because price is trading that's been above its profile resistance level for the last couple of months out here. Now, it is testing on a monthly basis a swing point, its swing point high, from April of 2022. There was 38 million shares that traded that month. This month, we're 1.6 billion. You're pushing into a swing point with volume. That's a beautiful thing. So BBAI does look to be like it wants to head higher out here. The question is this the bottom? We do have a bit of time, and I think I might have. Do I have it open? Day trading monthly time frame. I think so, yeah. So let's put this up here on this one, because this one requires us to try to answer that question. Is this in fact forming a bottom here? And for that, what we need to do here, Piper, is look at the intraday charts. I didn't really need to do this necessarily for Amazon. We could have just to see if it's giving us some type of, intraday rally to suggest a counter trend move. But here we're looking more so at a bottom versus I don't think we're looking at a bottom inside of Amazon. So when we look at the 195-minute time frame chart, price is testing its buy zone, and the buy zone is between the range of 620 and 661. Don't have a bottom signal on the 130-minute chart, nor on the 65-minute, nor on the 30. Only the 15-minute time frame chart out here has got a bottom signal. So I'm not necessarily getting the warm fuzzies, at least at 11:45 in the morning on February the 24th out there. So that's what we see when we take a look at BBAI. The next request is to take a look at KOLD. Well, let me put this up on, I might as well do it here, KOLD. This is for Joe. And Joe is asking whether he's in this position. His question is a hold or sell. So we'll just see what's going on daily-wise, intraday, and so forth, and try to give Joe the best piece of information that we can. Right now, it's the monthly chart that is forming, and on a monthly chart, it almost looks like prices trading below its red oscillator and change line. Now, it doesn't matter where it's trading today. It matters where it trades on Friday. But if it does close below this level being 2360. You'll have a close below both its bullish structured profile and its red oscillator and change line for the monthly time frame, and that increases the odds of a move lower. The weekly time frame negated a TD9 count bottom pattern on Friday, so the weekly time frame has a strong momentum move going on to the downside. The daily time frame says, hey, time out. Why time out? Because Friday was bar number 9. A Rhodes momentum indicator signal was also present. That needs a bullish reversal candle, and today's gap up is that. So what this now, we come back, we take a look at the monthly chart by Friday, ought to be back above 28.53 because we ought to see a rally here, not coming from the daily, not coming from the monthly or the weekly, but the daily time frame, which is suggesting a rally up towards 29.47 to 32.86 out there. That is the level we're on a daily time frame, cold, KOLD, don't know what it is. I'm hoping it's not a triple ETF or something like that. But KOLD, where a counter trend move would come to an end, would be between 29.47 and 32.86 out there. So monthly doesn't look good. Weekly doesn't look good. The daily is one that is in charge here. On an intraday basis, I don't see any kind of a topping signal, so no reason for it not to continue that rally. So I hope that helps you out, Joe, with regard. The question is, I would hold, right? You got that daily, at least hold. To the extent you're looking to sell out there, right now it's a hold because of the daily, because of the daily bottom. What you really want to see is a close above 32.86 out there. If you can do that, then you most certainly, then I would say you even hold, then you even get a louder hold signal out there. So hope that helps you out. No other requests that I see. You sold your cold an hour ago. Oh, well, okay. Well, at least now what you can do, Piper, is you can, it wasn't even you. It was somebody else that had written in for it then. Okay, well, at least you get to watch cold play out, see how that daily chart information works out. So no other requests that I see out here. Let's take a look at the intraday. We looked at the intraday for the Dow equity future contract. Let's look at it for the ES and the NQ. Let's try to get a feel for what's going on here. Let's start with the NQ. We looked at the top 8 instruments inside the NQ. 1 or 2 might have been out of position there. I haven't updated it for the top 8 for probably about a week or so. So it's possible 1 or 2 was misplaced. Now, we look at the NQ out here. Just waiting for the intraday charts to populate. So on a 60-minute time frame chart, Rhodes momentum indicator bottom pattern. Its first level of resistance, 21,635. Above that, 21,698. 30-minute time frame chart, Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. Price testing resistance as we speak right now. It's oscillator and change line. If price is able to clear 21,618, price should target the top of its profile, 21,657. Watch that. That could generate a profile change in trend signal. No bottom signal. Well, I take that back. The 15-minute time frame chart has a buy the D point pattern with price testing resistance. A close above 21,619, 2 consecutive closes, would suggest a further move higher. The 2-hour time frame chart, the candle right now is going to complete at 12 noon, 11 minutes from now. It still may be a hammer candle at that moment in time. It is right now. That would then trigger a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom signal. The 4-hour time frame chart could do the same thing. But this candle doesn't close until 2 p.m. You're in bar number 8, though, on that. So the 4-hour time frame chart could be forming a TD9 count bottom pattern out there. Watch the 120-minute time frame candle as we come into that 12 noon time frame out there. That's what's going on as we take a look at the NQ. Let me get the charts here populated for the ES. I don't think we'll be able to get to those before the music comes on for the break, but we'll take a look at the ES Mini. For its intraday charts, let's look at the seasonal pattern. I'll get the seasonal pattern fired up for that as well, and we'll be back in just a few.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Welcome back, folks. And we took a look at the ES Mini earlier, the daily time frame. We were suggesting that it may have formed a bottom because price got back to its buy zone again on the white background charts. On a daily basis, that's between 59.36, 59.92 out there. The 4-hour time frame chart needs a bullish reversal candle to confirm a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. The same thing for the 2-hour chart. That's not likely to happen in the next 6 minutes out there. The 60-minute time frame has a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom, as does the 30 60-minute time frame chart. So in those two instances, they are right now trading just above their oscillator and change lines. If those conditions remain, the ES mini should then rally up to the next resistance point, which on the 60-minute time frame is 60.61. So we need to see a little bit more rally than what we're at right now at 60.33 out there. A resistance point, another resistance point would be the 10-minute chart, and that's up at the 60.62 level. So you got 60.62 really on both the 60-minute time frame chart and the 10-minute time frame chart out there. So that's what's going on there. I'd mentioned pulling over the S&P 500, so I did fire this up here. It's the SeasonX chart, seasonal pattern chart for the S&P 500. Now, what I have typed in here right now is the election, post-election period. So this is the S&P 500 over a 97-year period of time. In that period of time, there were 25 elections. Now, I could close off 2025 out there. Not that that's really impacting things very much at this stage. Here you can see that we are at or near from a seasonal. This is if the S&P 500 follows the presidential cycle. I'm not saying that it will, but I'm saying that if it does, we are now entering the most favorable period of time that typically lasts through the end of July timeframe out there. Now, can we take that off and say that we're not trading in that cycle? We can. Let me get this back to the 97-year period of time. 97-year period of time, non-presidential cycle, basically says we bottom by about the Wednesday of this week, Thursday of this week. So those are the seasonal patterns for the S&P 500. Folks, stay tuned for all the great programming. I'll be back with you at around 3:15 with Jacob. And if I don't talk to you then, have a terrific Monday, a terrific Tuesday, and I'll see you at 11 a.m. sharp tomorrow. Take care.